Hello. All right. So I'm here to do a live because I thought I was going to be able to do one on the new channel for people to ask questions, but I don't have enough subscribers there yet, and I didn't want to just cancel it. So this is basically a live for people to come ask questions about whatever they want to ask about. It's not like my typical doing a reading type of thing, but because it's on this channel, I'm just going to see what happens. Hello, Melissa. How are you? Um, I did a different Amazon Flex today. Hello, Rick. How are you? And not a fan. Not a fan. I went to the mall in Brockton, and it was just different. I had to go to GNC. Hello, Drew. How are you? And I got two packages, and the first one was in Hanover, and the second one was like really far away, and it was in Boston, and I don't like driving in Boston. I'm drawing while watching your live. I'm on day 11 out of 100 of doing art series. Good and you. Awesome. That's awesome. I was thinking about doing a 21-day thing, and it's so weird because somebody just messaged me tonight and was like, when are you going to do the next Reiki 1? Because they want to take it. So when you teach Reiki 1, I'm a Pleiadian Blu-ray. Awesome sauce. I am too. And then when you take Reiki 1, there's like a 21-day thing after that where you're supposed to like practice doing self-healing. And I was thinking about doing like a series like that because I know sometimes it's easier to stay accountable like you're on day 11 out of 100 of doing drawings. So I was going to do like the seven chakras 3 times, different one. Like the first set of 7, the second set of 7, and the third set of 7 would be 21. I'm a 3, lol. What does that mean? Oh, a Reiki 3. I'm like, what? Reiki 3? Reiki Master? Are you a master teacher? Or are you just a... Because that's what's confusing about Reiki 2, or Reiki as a whole, because they have so many different things with it. It's like Reiki 1, Reiki 2, Reiki 3, or Reiki Master, and then Reiki Master Teacher. Yes, said I am, too. I'm a bunch of starseed types. Yes, to hold myself accountable. You should do it. Awesome sauce. I think I will. Yes, I knew you were a seed. Thank you. And I'm a Blu-ray. Yes. I feel like I attract a lot of the blue. I think that's just natural. Like if you are a Blu-ray and you make content or you put yourself out there in any way or you meet other people, you'll probably manifest, finding others that are similar to you because energy and frequency is usually drawn to each other. Um, but yes. So I started a new channel, and that's why I'm here right now, is because I was like, I'm going to go live for you guys, because they wanted to ask questions. But you can't do it until you hit 50 subscribers, so we're like 19 away from being able to do it over there. So I'm here because I didn't want to be like, no, I'm not going to do one at all. So if anybody has any questions or anything you want to, say at all. Earlier today, someone not messaged me, but commented in the Alcyon Light Healing group about some experiences that they're having. So I'm going to make a video for that person specifically after this. But I know sometimes people have questions about either healing or feeling stuck or anything. After having a crazy experience, I think I'm an ultraviolet ray. That's cool. Rainbow ray. The rainbows are the last one I'm going to be doing out of that series of like the children. We did the blue ray, we did the indigo, we did the crystal, um, and then we're gonna do the rainbow next. And I feel like the rainbow rays are like the shaman is like the shamany energy. I don't know what star lineage I have. I feel a connection to Lyrans, but I really here to say hi. Oh, thank you for being here. And with the Ryan Leonard, like just so you know, when I read Ryan Leonard, that to me is Lyran energy. Just it is. I don't know if you know, like your name smells Lyran to me. So just seeing your name is like one of those confirmations for me of you having Lyran energy. And then my starseed deck is right here. Lyra, Ancient light codes increasing worth, and on the bottom says Andromeda and allow yourself to receive. So I feel like you should allow yourself, and then Andromeda gentle light code. So you may be a mix of the Lyran and the Andromedan. See, like when I see people's names or I see people's pictures or stuff like that, a lot of times these connections connect in my brain, and it's weird. But like I recognize Soul Family through those things. Hi, Monica. How are you? Like when I first met Monica, I knew she was going to be significant in my life, but she disappeared for like a year before she came back around and was significant in my life. And we awaken each other and we, help each other. So sometimes it's good to speak on those things. Like, it's a weird thing for me to see someone's name and be like, oh, that's a Lyran person. And, like, how do I say that all the time? But I'm trying to get better at remembering to confirm things. Definitely lion. Yes, lion. Bridget, is it possible to astral travel to a dimension similar to hell, like the eighth spheres? I heard someone testimony about someone going to hell via astral projection, and it wasn't a dream. So I heard something like that recently too, where somebody was like, it's a girl that I've known for a long time from the Starseed community, and she ended up like having some experience, and it was very similar to when I had that experience where I couldn't move my arm, and I ended up finding out like there was like an energetic dagger in my back. So I do feel like yes, like when you go into the astral realm, there's a plethora of realms and dimensions, and if you're going out there willy-nilly without an intention or you're not aware, and we're here in the third dimension where things are very low vibrational, it's easy for you to get sucked into a lower experience. So you would want to be very clear within your intention when you're trying to do an astral travel session or to leave your body, that you're setting up protection. Like I try to make sure I'm always protected, like everything is good, and Leo rising too. So that's another confirmation. But yeah, like that can definitely happen. I just say yes. So for your highest and good, you would want to protect yourself. Open the vortex, keep yourself safe from the things that are out there. Like, and it doesn't have to be the vortex. It could be a pillar of light. It could be just the intention, like Archangel Michael, you've got my back. Even pray before you go to bed at night to keep yourself safe so that you don't down into lower places. Allow yourself to receive. Don't be scared, because scared will manifest bad stuff. So it's safe to say no to that stuff. Yes, you can go there, but you don't have to go there. And it's not like the only way you're really going to get sucked into those things is if you focus on the fear of those things and manifest those things. So, what about me? What kind of starseed energy do you think I was? I feel like with you, there's, like you said, like there's more than one. I do feel like there's Sirian energy there off the bat, but the Arcturus card just fell out, and it says cellular activations, telepathic communication, electric pulse. So you could be awakening to realizing that there is more to you than just like the base ones, like Pleiadian, Saren. And I feel like all of us have our ancestry within the Lyran collective because they seeded so many of us. Like many of us have that Lyran ancestry, and then for those of us who are like Pleiadian, we may resonate even more with the Lyrans because there's just a similarity there for me. I can't really explain it. And then the Sirians, there's definitely a connection for me with the Sirians too, but it's like almost like a triangle. Like I see like the Lyrans, the Pleiadians, then the Sirians like extend off over here. And then there's like the Arcturians, the Andromedans, and then there's all these other ones too that are even further out there. But as you grow, you're gonna confirm for yourself more and more too. But you definitely have a lot of that Sirian like energy of, creativity, poetry, art, stuff like that. But I do feel like a little bit of like the Pleiadian essence is there too, and probably the Arcturian is there to wake you up at this time. And it says Gaia needs you to ground your light, so you're also here for a purpose at this point. I have a Q&A question about capitalizing on social media, please. Okay, so basically, like that's what I'm doing with the new channel is trying to help people to figure out like how to grow on social media. I am going to be doing like more specific videos towards all of that. Like I brought up the laptop so that I can do like the split screen and show you exactly what to do, like when you're making a post or when you're doing like the technical side of stuff or how to make things look better and all of that. So all of that's going to be coming, but like that's kind of like a broad, like how to capitalize. You just need to be consistent first of all, and you need to capture attention and set those things up that monetize it. So depending on where you're putting your content, you're going to want to monetize your content. If you're not at the place yet where you can monetize it outwardly, like through the platform itself, like I know TikTok is like you got to have so many to monetize, and this place with like YouTube's the same thing, but you don't have to wait for that to monetize it. Like figure out what it is that you can offer now that you could get donations for, or you could get like a sell a digital project. Like I know you've been taking people out, or like you're doing like those places where you're like investigating all of these cool places. Make like a map, or make like a thing about those places that's like, this is what we broke down from this place, where people could pay like 99 cents to download it, and they're more apt to buy something of a smaller quantity. Digital products are good to get into right now, but I definitely will be diving more into all of that type of like how to actually do those things, and how to make an offer, and how to grow your channel. There's going to be a lot of videos for all of those things. Yes, the person when he came back was paralyzed temporarily, and it took him a while to get used to his body again. He sounded so scared. I would like to ask him, but I don't know when though. So I've been through sleep paralysis too before, and it's scary. It's not good. And I saw the Hat Man, and I didn't even know that that was a thing when it happened to me. But the Hat Man comes, and then there's the old hag that comes for some other people. But this is a worldwide phenomenon where people are asleep, they wake up, but they can't move. And that sounds similar to what he had happened, where it was like he was stuck and he couldn't, he was conscious, but he couldn't move his body. It is kind of scary situation. But even in that situation, when I was stuck, I called on Archangel Michael, and it broke it. So no way, I don't want to go there, no. Hello, Paloma, how are you? Yes, I feel there's a lot more, like I'm starting to feel more connected to my inner self, to surrender to the source. Yes, and basically just, trusting that you're guided and you're protected is a good thing to be, holding on to as well. Ooh, Bridget, would love to know what you think about my star family origins, please. So you've got Syrian consciousness coming through here, and I know you're an emotional person, so that makes sense. You are fully supported in love, released through feeling. And then Atlantis, which very much ties into that watery world. So, Sirius is a watery world, and it's an emotional world, and I feel like you definitely carry a lot of that. That may be why you would want to drink or escape or feel things, or be drawn to ancient stuff. We also have Argatha here, so it says connect with the inner earth to balance. So because you have so much of that feminine, watery world type of energy about you, connecting with Argatha, for me, Argatha is the inner earth, is the masculine, and then the outer earth, which is earth, is like the feminine. So try to core down into that masculine to balance that outward, emotional, fluid side of yourself, and I feel like that's going to help you. And you're also anchoring in light of Alcyon, which is in the Pleiades, so you probably have that Pleiadian energy as well. And it's safe for you to say no and cut cords and have healthy boundaries with people, so that you don't get drained or overly emotional or feeling like bleh on this planet. We've been trying to do the hashtags, etc. That could be the most eye-catching. Yeah, so when you do hashtags, you want it to be relevant. And the way that social media is growing now, you want to make sure you're using ones that are, first of all, not like banned. Second of all, they're not wicked wide. You know what I mean? Like on Instagram specifically right now, like I had a call with a guy from Instagram. He was there to help me to know what to do. And he said coming up with like your own hashtag that's like the name of your business or something specific. Like if I do that 21-day challenge, I could do like I would want to make sure that every video in that has one of those hashtags that's like Reiki 1 challenge, Reiki 21-day challenge, something specific that people can find that, but it's specific to me. And then I do want to do other ones like Reiki Master Healer, stuff like that, but long tail keywords are going to be better for people at this point because of how much content is out there as a whole. So if you're doing something specific, try to like Google search those types of terms and see what else pops up as suggestions. You can also go to askthepeople.com and tell them which platform you're researching for, and then look for trending things that are happening at this point, or questions people are asking at this point, so that you can put that, because your hashtags are important, but so is the title of your video, so is the description of your video. And then if you're like on YouTube, when you upload a video on YouTube, there's a back end where you can put tags in that people don't see but are there, and the algorithm reads. And researching those things and using the best ones would be beneficial for anybody anywhere, because that's going to get more eyes to it that are relevant to what you're doing, and it also trains those algorithms on those platforms to know what you're creating content about. But you Google used to be the number one search thing. TikTok is now the number one search thing. So getting onto TikTok is also very good for people. But research, and look at what other people are doing in your genre or similar to what you're doing. Right on point. Feels like I'm starting to live my life purpose in 2024 to get my dreams going. I want to help people somehow with art if possible. And that's very possible. Some people are inspired by just a piece of art because it speaks to them. So storytelling is a great way to connect with people. If you create a piece of art that's emotionally connected to something, having a story to share with that piece of art would be very good to do. Like when I make a post or a crystal that I've sat there and I've looked at and I'm like, blah, 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 I know that a lot of the reason why people are drawn to purchase that specific crystal is because of the story the crystal tells. So you want to really work on storytelling and, like vibing with people on emotional levels so that they feel connected to that. And then ask for help. Show me we are here. Ask your guides for help too, and they will, and then be open to receive. Like trust your gut. Like when I need to know something, I ask, and then like there'll be like a click in there, and I take action. Like if I'm editing a video and I hear a click, I'm like, okay, edit that part out. Like, and I do trust it. It's weird. I was told by William Henry from Gaia TV that I should start doing guided tours of the Paradise Story and the wild Glastonbury environment, and also the Glastonbury Zodiac. Yes, you should. And that's what I was just saying. Like, you could do live tours of that stuff, and people could pay to be a part of that. But you could also do, like, live tours where you're just growing at this point. Like, you don't have to have, like, people be like, let them know. Like, if you want to see more content like this, please donate to the channel, please subscribe, please like, and say these things. Like, if you're enjoying this, please like, please subscribe, boop. That's going to help you. And then, as you gain trust and as you gain a following, monetize in a way of like coming up with something cool and creative to extend off of what you're doing. Can you give me a reading? My memory won't come back until we activate Gaia Grid. So Divine Healing is available. It's just come through here with the Andromedan Collective. And then we have the Master Teacher. It says align with your full mission. So you're here to assist and teach others. And there is divine healing available for you at this time. You may have had experiences with walk-ins, which is like different guides sometimes, different souls sometimes that walk in through a different person. So you're going around and it's like you have a weird interaction with a human on the planet. It's like it just sticks out to you. Like we see people all over the place when we go to the store, when we go to the gas station, and a lot of times those people are very fleeting, but sometimes some of them stick out to us. And like I had this experience today when I went to the gas station. I came out, there was a guy in his truck, and there was just something about him that stuck out to me. And in those moments, you can, connect. And I feel like your guides are showing up here in the physical. They are like wanting you to know that like they're healing. You are here where you're meant to be. You are receiving what you're meant to be receiving, and they want you to go deeper and start teaching and sharing that with others. So allow yourself to receive from these people. Be aware of them. They're awakening you on deeper levels. And allow the light of Lyra to bring in strength, confidence, abundance, and wisdom. You are a high priest. I just saw the sun card, which is the masculine energy. So you're holding high priest energy. You need to anchor that, and Gaia does need you to ground that energy here. So they're like basically like, you know what to do. Just start doing it and start sharing it and start speaking about it. Wisdom keeper of records, Akashic records. Meditate on your Akashic records. Figure out what's going on. But you are here for a reason, to teach and assist others, and to heal yourself and to heal others as a divine masculine on the planet at this time, clearing karma, okay, and soul contracts. Oh my God, yeah, it's happened to me before, and it's scary as it is. I had sleep paralysis only once when I was about 11, and it was confusing, yes. It was so scary, and it was the first, like, week, like, we moved into my ex's house, and it was such a toxic environment, but it was like one of the first nights we were there, and it was so scary. I didn't sleep for like 2 weeks after that until I could get the basement clean and cleared and living down there out of that room where it happened. Um, I'm very emotional and highly sensitive. Yeah, but that's who you are. I love ancient stuff. Me too. Aha! I did a video about the entrance to Argatha a few years back. Never had so many. So, and when you see stuff like that, Manifester, that's like an indicator too of, that if there's a lot of reaction to it, that's something people are interested in, you should work with that energy and frequency more and see what else is there for you to explore. What's an effective way to use divine feminine energy to attract a new job? So, basically, like the feminine energy is all about being receptive and receiving. When, like, I know a lot of times the opposite of the feminine energy, or what can block the feminine energy, is like if we get fearful and stressed out about our basic needs and survival. So if you're like worried, like, what if I don't get this job? Then I can't feed myself, and then I can't take care of this, and then I get blah, and we go into like a spin. Try to take yourself out of any type of fear or any type of lack mentality or any type of anxiety. Like I'm feeling like taking like a nice warm bath where you can just relax, playing, certain music in there, using rose quartz, using rose petals, lighting a candle, like just making a ritual out of it to relax your energy and to be receptive to the things that you're wanting, and then trusting that they're coming, and consistently trying to keep up with, like, affirmations like, money works for me, I am abundant, I'm attracting all that I need, I am taken care of for all of my tomorrows, whatever the affirmations are that resonate for you, but affirming and allowing, and then just giving it over to the universe, and not feeling like you need to be like consistently doing something, because the masculine is the one that does something, but like a ritual where you're laying in the bath relaxing is a very feminine thing to do. A ritual where you light a candle and just sit back and meditate is a feminine thing to do. But, going out and applying to jobs and checking the emails and things like that is the masculine side. So just make sure you have a balance of those two things, because without both, you won't usually get there. Like if you don't apply to the job and then like follow up on the application, then you might not get the job. But you want to balance that energy without being super hyper focused on it 24/7. Um, like a catchphrase, because one of my phrases is squares within squares. Yes. I've been saying there's no limitation on creation. I've been doing Acoustic Tuesday as a hashtag for music since last year. There are hundreds of videos, but I am the only one posting week after week. So awesome, and that's good. And again, Rick, like look into what other people that are doing similar stuff to what you're doing. Look at the hashtags that, like, the people who are like blowing up and tons of views. Look at theirs too and see what else they've got going on that could be a little bit, that isn't like, not everybody's doing it, but some people are. Use the little like, I wonder which one of these is like really helping this account. And also, make descriptions on your videos too that include those types of words, like acoustic guitar player, or whatever it is that makes sense for what that video is about. But try to be like, you know, make sure it's being included into the posts. I'm doing small narrations with my art pieces. I did one for Aries and painted a golden ram. Awesome sauce. And that you could turn into a whole series where you started with Aries, go off with Taurus, the next one, the next one, the next one. And then that would be something to have a hashtag about, like, zodiac art or zodiac paintings or Melissa's zodiac art, and you can do all of those. Like you can have all of those in there, and then have a description that you're going to copy and paste every day, but you're going to shift out some of it, like day 1 is Aries, ba ba da ba, or painting 1 is Aries, painting 2 is Taurus, and then have like a little blip about why this is happening, what you like about it, what you hope to deliver to others, and ask for people's feedback, like, do you like this? what is your sign? Which one do you want to see next? Because you don't have to go in order. You can poll your audience and see how many of the people who are there are, what sign they are. The most popular signs, get those ones out there so that people are sharing it and all of that. It's been crazy because I've had people asking me for selfies in my town. It's so funny. That's awesome. Keep doing it, man, and you use that for your benefit. User-generated content is also good. Having, ask your friends or ask your followers for them to send you like really cool destinations that they have in their area that maybe you can eventually travel to those places and do tours there with them. Think of yourself as that person that's so big, high priest, traveling around this world, meeting those people, doing those tours, getting, selfies from these people all over the place, and you putting selfies up. You can really grow like that, but you gotta believe in it and keep putting it out there. Today, a person from my venture dumped me, and she was too toxic afterwards. I tried to breathe, but she was so toxic that she triggered me and made me feel so mad. I'm sorry, man. I feel like it's something it's a synchronistic, like, awakening thing. Like, it's gonna actually elevate you up because you've noticed, like, this person's toxic, they're not good. It's okay to feel angry. And right now, I know, like, Aries energy is big. There's been like a lot of stuff. We have the eclipse coming up. We have the equinox here. We have like all these things going on, retrograde. So just know that like maybe she's leaving so another soul family member can come in her place, and it's going to help you to start manifesting even better opportunities in your life. And it was some sort of contract that needed to be severed and healed so that you can move on from there. So somebody else may be walking into your life at this time, but make sure you're protecting yourself. Keep opening that vortex and doing like energy healing protection to clear those contracts out with people. It's time for your rebirth, and it's time for good things. Divine healing is available for you, so make sure you're asking and utilizing your light to raise the vibe to get you away from those people. But I know it's frustrating, and I'm sorry, man, because I get it. It's like, we just want to flip out and scream. Is this live? Yes. Yeah, masculine is more about getting a job, but I'm doing my best to use divine feminine energy to job hunt like a self-care routine. Yes. Then I got mad with my dad because she was like defending her instead of me and made me feel betrayed, just like my twin defended the fucking karmic instead of me. I'm sorry. I know it's aggravating. I feel like there is something here that's unifying duality, though. Like, and you're being triggered, and I'm noticing, like, okay, so like your dad does certain things that your twin may do, and that may be why you were drawn to certain people in your life, because we go to what we know instead of necessarily what's good for us, and we repeat cycles, and we get attracted to things that feel familiar. So I feel like this is awakening you and helping you to realize where you need boundaries and where you need to speak up for yourself and where you need to be like, no, fuck you, and ask the councils for support with this. But yeah, you're going through a time of recovery, letting go, releasing, forgiving, healing, hoping. Start to feel optimistic and hopeful for the reconciling of all the things that haven't been necessarily so good. And the right people, Three of Pentacles, are coming in to work with you for collaboration, teamwork, learning, synergy, active listening, and sharing with co-management. So just know that good things are coming. But yeah, look at absent father issues, lack of control, rigid. Don't let that type of energy keep showing up in your life. Cut the cords to it now, release it now, let them go, and know that you're bringing in somebody or something better, and it's going to serve you for this new awakening. So you're evaluating things at this time, and it's time to take action with forgiveness, like forgive yourself and forgive others for whatever. And your life story is up to you to decide how it goes. So you need to make a decision right now for your rebirth, to go into a new mission that's going to feel better, and to reconcile with that little girl or inside of you that, may be feeling like they didn't get loved and supported in the right ways. Like obviously things may be feeling a little icky with the whole situation. But look at the long-term view, persevere, things are ripening, invest into your future. The harvest is coming. Be patient and know that the right people are going to start showing up, so that you can manifest a better outcome in all areas of your life. But yeah, I get it, man. Believe me, I get it, because my dad does the same shit to me. Like, he did something today that I was just like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why would you want to do that? And I had to let it go because there's nothing I could fucking do about it. But I'm like in the back of my head, like, oh my god, oh my god. Well, Bridget, I have a theory about all the small hills in Somerset, very much unlike anywhere else, and they all have manholes with super thick steel locked lids. I'm positive that these entrances lead to a network of tunnels. And one story is that two guys from the water board found an entrance into Glastonbury, and when they came out, there was section because of the story of what they saw was obvious. They had lost their minds, lol. More like they were absolutely sane, and what they saw, they actually saw. Yeah, that sounds similar to like the stuff with Admiral Byrd when he went up in his plane and went into the Argatha area. And there's so many people that have talked about the tunnels and stuff now that are like, people are, you know, coming out forward and saying like, I was put in a tunnel and they brought me here and they brought me here. And it's like, these people have no reason to just make this up. And anytime anybody says anything, that them. So just be careful with that type of stuff too. But just know that, yeah, they're probably not crazy. They probably saw some shit. That's awesome. Let me write this out. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Yes, I was going to make a suggestion for people to request places for us to visit. That would be awesome because I feel like that would work well. Today I feel like I got a key that I have been searching for. Am I right? Am I on the right path? So I got the Twin Souls, which these guys are all about like harmony and balance and joy and sound healing with Twin Souls. And then we get the High Priest here. So it seems like you do have the key to some sort of information that may have been missing for you. And it's helping you to like get grounded within your purpose and mission here. You have been sent from higher missions to assist Gaia, which is Earth. So yes, I definitely feel like there's something that you've received today that's part of your Akashic records and wisdom that's inside of you for you to know. And they're saying connect with the high, like the councils of light for more confirmation and for more wisdom. And you know, open up that vortex and keep receiving, because yes, you are on a new beginning and there's going to be lots of signs and elements that are going to guide you. But they do want you to like journey home, like make sure you're opening that vortex, going up into the source or going up into like wherever you feel home is, or just set the intention to take me home. And that might give you more information and wisdom about what you're receiving at this time so that you can anchor more of it here with that ascension and awareness information. You're anchoring unconditional love. And yes, this is for your highest and best. So just know that, yeah, you've got something coming in at this time. Yes. And then ask for help because they will show you more. And the right people are going to be showing up on your path too for awakening with your soul contracts. I joined a new company interning as a digital marketing training assistant. I like the work better than what I was doing before, but I'm not making as much money as before. Well, as long as you like it, that's good. And you can also supplement with stuff on the side, you know. You possess the light codes of Alcyon, so you can amplify that. And Pleiadian Emissaries is saying, ask us, show us, we are here. So you can bring more in. You also have a mission here. I feel like, you know, like if you like it, utilize it for now and learn from it from now, and then use that information, that wisdom to grow. But I'm sure you also have the potential to grow there too and make more money from there. But you know, there's always ways to make more money with whatever you're doing in any way. You could assist and teach other people what you're learning through that work. And you know, even just making digital products, you don't have to be like one-on-one with people or running a whole full-time business. You could just have products of information that encapsulates all that you're learning at that marketing company to share with other people. Bridget, can I ask for insight on how to reach out to someone in a way that's true to my heart and they'll be willing to accept a peace offering? I'm very nervous and anxious, but I feel I must do it. So they're saying to raise your vibration with the pillar of light. I would do a few days of like, you know, getting yourself right in the mind and letting go of stress and fear and anxiety, because if you approach it in an anxious energy, you're going to come off it anxious, you're going to come off in an inauthentic way. But just know that right now is a good time for you to embrace new beginnings. We're also in Mercury retrograde right now. We're in the pre-shadow, so you may want to wait till that's over before you say something that comes off cross wrong or is misunderstood. If it's to do with your twin, Just be careful. You might want to look at the shadows here and figure out, like, what do I need to say no to? What do I need to cut cords with? Which I feel like is basically my fear, my anxiety, my doubt, my insecurities, all of that stuff. Let those things go, and then know that a new beginning can start. It doesn't have to be bad. It doesn't have to be seen in those ways that you're worried about it being seen. And then know that you can heal this contract, but just be gentle with it and take some time to really, like, navigate it in a way that you feel confident in. It's most important that you feel confident, but take your time with the pentacle energy. But I do feel like there's a possibility that you can reconcile in a good way and move things quickly. But trust what the universe is guiding to you right now, too. Be the magician. Take some time to be like, I'm going to open the vortex every day, and I'm going to raise my vibe every day, and I'm going to really, like, think about what is guiding me to do this. Why do I feel pulled to say this? And be authentic when you get those answers. Like if you really truly feel like I need to talk to you because I don't like how things are left off, then say those things, but get honest with yourself too. Like, why am I wanting to say something? And maybe journal about it a little bit. And then once you really have clarity about it and confidence within it, then that will be the time to make the movement with your communication, to plant the seeds of potential that could grow. But I do see good movement within it. I just recommend taking your time so that you don't hashly say something, or that you don't get this reading from me and be like, oh, I've got the go ahead, boom. Because you might blow it up. It might be too soon, too quick. So take some time to reflect. Hang around, so that you don't end up knocking things over. You want the good outcome, not the crazy outcome. So collaborate with spirit to raise your vibration, to feel more confident, to feel better about it, and get very stable within yourself before reaching out. And that's how you'll have a really good outcome with it. I really would love you to come here to Avalon, Bridget, and do a retreat and teach the new paradigm. I definitely want to do that. I'm going to be teaching more. I'm going to be doing some more lives and stuff. I just got to manifest, figuring out, like, now that I'm feeling better, just kind of like getting things organized and together and making some more money so that I can travel and all of that. But I definitely do want to do retreats. I know that is something that will be in the future. But I'm going to be teaching a Reiki 1 the first weekend of April here. So that's the first step. Then I might do one online specifically. That's just like an online Reiki 1. But yes, you're welcome, Paloma. Thank you. I can't tell you how spot on that was. Thank you. I really am just being in the flow, but I want to meet and connect with my soul tribe more. Would love to teach, but are working on networking and building community in the live world. Advice for navigating that in online versus in person. What do you like about each? So it's weird, right? I like the in-person stuff. When I first started off, I like the in-person stuff because it's hard to know, like when you go online and you watch somebody be like, this is how you do this, and you're not there with them to ask them, like, am I doing it right? It leaves a little bit of room for people. But if you do it in a live setting where they can communicate with you, like you can both talk to each other through the screen, that may be something better depending on what you're doing. Like if you're teaching a large group of something, then you might not want everybody to have access to being able to ask you questions at that moment. But if you're teaching just like a couple of people, that might be something good to do within like a Zoom room where you can collaborate, talk back and forth, get the answers and questions, and be like, yes, you are doing that right. But the basics of it, like teaching Reiki and teaching Reiki and stuff like that, I always just feel like people absorb it more, or they feel more powerfully. But I shouldn't even say that, because there's been people who get an activation online and they come and they're like, I cannot believe what that did, boop. But it's just different because there's that space between it. Like I do the activation, they may come watch it 3 months later. So it's like there's this room or this space there where it's like, did they like it? Did it work? Did they enjoy that? But I keep getting confirmation over time from people like, oh my God, this changed my life. Oh my God, this was awesome. So that is good. I think it almost takes more time in the live arena. I like doing pre-recorded stuff more than live stuff, because especially when it comes to like teaching or talking about a certain subject, because there's not so much stress on me and my mind doesn't go blank and I don't get all confused. and then I can edit things out or include things in, like, oh, I forgot to say that, let me say that. But in a live thing, you don't have that. Like, if I watch this live back, there may be so many other things that I would want to say that I forgot to say in it. So that's kind of like a part of it that's like, But the in-person stuff, I guess it evolved for me. Like, and I think that's what is going to happen with anybody. You know, if you start off doing something, you're going to start off doing like one-on-one, and then you're going to start doing groups, and then the groups are going to get bigger, and it's going to get to a point where it's like, I need to be able to deliver one to many because there's only one of you. And I think that's just how it goes for everybody. I've seen many people say that, like, that's just the natural process of stuff. So going in that natural process would be good for you. And places, I actually made a video today that I haven't posted yet where I was saying like where the places are. So go to like places that have a similar theme. Like if you're a healer or you're wanting to be a healer, go to like the places that sell crystals and decks and have like events like yoga and stuff like that, because those people are usually drawn to the same thing. Where I just went and taught Reiki 1, it's a yoga place, but it's a huge place. So she has, rooms and stuff that people could be doing healings in, people could do an event in. They're doing all these different types of stuff there. So research your area, see where people are hanging out and what they're doing. Are they doing sound baths? And there's lots of places online. You can look on the events on Facebook. You can look at meetups. There's another one now. Like if you just Google like events, places will pop up for you to look, and a lot of them are free to use. And then if you're just somebody that's like a practitioner that wants to practice doing healing, you could go to like an old folks home once a month. You could go to like the hospital, like you could go to the cancer patients in the hospital and practice healing on them for free. And I guarantee you would find clients out of that because they're gonna like it and they're gonna be like, oh my god. The same thing with like the old folks home. My Reiki master used to go to an old folks home like once a month to their, their room there that they had, and would do like chair sessions with them. So the old people be sitting in a chair and she'd do their head and their shoulders, and she'd talk to them about all of her different healing stuff. And so then all those old people go home and are like, oh my god, and they tell their kids and their grandkids, and word of mouth spreads. So those are some good ideas to like get into your community. And just start like finding places that it makes sense, like the youth groups, like a summer camp, places that people are looking for something fun to do, and those types of centers that are hosting those types of things already. Because a lot of times people are just people. We get weird. We're like, oh, what if they don't trust me, they don't like me? The first place I walked into, I ended up working at. In the second place, somebody came from there and found me. It was like, hey, come here. So I went there. And just recently, another person that I met like 6 years ago was like, hey, come here and teach this thing. Like, people are open to it. You just have to put yourself out there and let yourself be known so that you can meet those people and start going to those places. Go to the drum circles, look for those types of events, guided meditation nights, sound healing nights, aromatherapy classes, anything you can think of that you like to do are good places to go. You're welcome about the Lyran confirmation. I had my solar return reading for astrology, and April 1st is a good day to reach out. There you go. I want to be gentle about this because this person has been hurt so much by others. So use that, be gentle and be divine feminine, and raise your vibration before that happens. Use the water of the Syrian, that energy of the Syrian collective to help you wash away any impurities, any darkness, anything that's going to keep those contracts blocked or like weird. And just know that you've got everything you need within you to have a new beginning and transform your shadow. So keep raising your vibe to, get that light going up higher to feel better. And release any emotions that are connected to the lower vibrations, any doubts and stuff, because if this is your mirror, they're going to mirror that stuff back to you. So make sure you're doing that deep emotional cleansing, utilizing that Syrian water and anchoring that down in here. Take like the stuff that I was saying, like taking a bath, the same approach as like manifesting that job. Same type of thing for like manifesting a good communication between this person. Take a nice bath, play some nice music, feel good about yourself, feel sexy, what makes you feel good and beautiful. Like make yourself, like even if you're not going to be speaking to them face to face, look good in that moment so that you're magnetic, like wear something that makes you feel good. Do your makeup, whatever it is that makes you feel good. Heal yourself so that you can heal others especially within a soul family contract like that, because as you heal, they heal, and they mirror back to you that healed self. I want to go to Avalon as well, for sure, Bridget. Yeah, let's go. Let's all go. Are you in the UK or the States? She's in California. Very helpful. Chicago. I know Bridget Nielsen has done some Glastonbury. I just saw her the other day. That's so funny. Avalon retreats, I think they are popular. Yeah, she's also done some in like Hawaii with the dolphins, like swimming with the dolphins. I want to go to Peru. I want to go to Hawaii, swim with the dolphins. I want to go over to like Ireland and go over and do all that stuff too. I just gotta like start doing them. I really want to go to Dolphin Island for some reason. I don't know why. Spirit keeps pushing me to go there. It's in Alabama. But I keep getting pushed to go there, so definitely feel like I'll be going there at some point. It's very cool. They have a lot of cool stuff there, and the houses are cool, and they have like big, spacious houses that you could host a retreat at easily. But yeah, I definitely feel like when I get things going again and manifest it again, I'm definitely going to be traveling this time, because I'm not going to stay here and just be like, I can't stay here anyways. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, Bridget. Ooh, ooh. Please, can you ask about potential business? I was a chef for many years, but I left that whole scene because it's so toxic. I always said I would only go back in the kitchen was my own kitchen, especially a cafe, and one has come up for lease. Can you ask if there's something I should do to pursue? Okay. So let's see. We got the Ten of Swords with the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Swords, and the Spirit of Swords. I feel like they're saying not right now, because those are all pretty bad cards, okay? Seven of Swords, Nine of Swords, Ten of Swords. These are all, I feel like what you're doing right now with like the traveling and stuff, like, looking at these places, like you're saying, it's doing good. You've had like so many views on this thing and people are reacting, and you're getting responses from that. I feel like if you take your energy to go like open a place and be a chef, that's such a huge pivot. You're not going to have any energy left. Yeah, it would be juggling too much. You won't have the energy and the focus left to do this other stuff. So you need to choose which one of these things is really there for you to do. But I don't know. I feel like it would even maybe trigger you to go back and doing things that aren't good for you if you were to go with that job. So you may want to hold off on that for now. You know what I mean? I feel like it would be a lifestyle that would get slippery sloped for you, and it's just not the right opportunity at this moment, if that makes sense. But there are other opportunities that are blossoming for you. So keep planting those seeds of potential and working hard on what you're manifesting right now, because the burden will get easier, the load will get lighter, and I feel like the other job would be like almost like breaking you. It would hurt you. You would end up not in a good position. Yeah. This other thing is healing you, and it's getting you out into the world, and it's something that you're excited about. It's something that you're united with, and it is helping you to transform. So yeah, I don't know about the other thing. I would hold off on that. And if that's where you're supposed to go, you'll know. You know what I mean? Deep down within inside, you'll know. No problem. I will do that. I have to believe in myself. Yes, similar to Amira. This is wonderful. Thank you so much. You are welcome. Was my own kitchen. Okay. I got some mates in the UK, but haven't met them in person, though. Let's all travel. Yes. Thanks, Bridget. You are always a rock for me. You're welcome. Thank you. Bridget, I'm going to Miami in late June. I'd love to meet you there if you want. Sure! I'll go to Miami if I can get the money together by June. It's not that far. It's not even like, it doesn't even take that long for me to get there, like in a plane. I could even drive. To drive, it's like a day, but to take a plane, it's only like a few hours. So, I could. Where are you going? Miami? What did you say? Yeah, Miami. You know what? There's another girl that follows me that lives in Miami. Well, I think she's in Miami. She's always in Miami. She's like right next to Miami. If she doesn't live in Miami, she's very close to Miami. She gets readings from me like all the time. She was here in Boston. She just moved down there. But she's like, you should come visit me. You should come visit me. So I'll be like, I'm coming to visit you in June. And then we can all meet up in Miami. But yeah, if I have like a set deadline, I'd probably be able to manifest for it. I'll be like, hey, go fund me, guys. Let's go to Miami and have a fun time. And there's, because the girl that lives there knows about, like, she's seen these places. There's a place there that's like a coral place that the guy made out of coral reef. But they're these huge structures, like a castle and shit that he made. And people can't really figure out, like, how he did it. So there's that place, and then like all these other places that she's been visiting, and like, like psychic shops, and like I could definitely tie it in. Like I could record stuff to post, so it would definitely be something that's doable. But yeah, she's been trying to get me to go down there too. I'd love to know how to boost my energy. I've been really fatigued lately. Drew, so have I. Like, it's been like a up and down thing for me. I think like that 21-day thing that I was just talking about, maybe something that would be good for you too. Just like every single day, let's do some self-healing, because there's karma, there's things around us. This planet has so much shit on it. Like right now I have a headache. And it's funny because I watched someone recently that she does what I do, like she teaches online and stuff. And every time she teaches online, her nose starts to run and she gets like a headache. And it's the same thing. I think part of it is this light, but um just being on the planet in general can be difficult for us because we're sensitive, we're empaths. So I get burnt out easily. Like going and doing that thing today and recording that, like it was like a 2 hour flex, and then coming home and having to do this. That's a lot for me. Um, and I think it can burden us and hold us down. So just be patient with yourself, be gentle with yourself, know that you deserve breaks, that it's okay to be tired. There's nothing wrong with being tired, like you're a human being with a physical body. I think there's so much pressure outside of us to like always be on, always be doing, always be creating, always be cleaning, always be busy. Especially the people that I think would resonate with me is like we have that ADHD thing where it's like, oh, we gotta be doing something, and we burn ourselves out. So just take the time to rest, and know that it will get better, it will get easier. But I'm definitely going to do that 21-day thing because I'm going to have another Reiki class too. So it'd be good to have that already recorded and ready for somebody who's like coming out of Reiki 1, that they could do that practice every day for 21 days. And you don't need to be a Reiki 1 to do it. It's just a self-healing thing. So in the first video, what I'll do is I'll give everybody the healer's right to activate the healing within their hands if they haven't already had it. And then we'll do 21 days of self-healing because that will help us to feel more like energized. And again, with the judgments on yourself, transmute and transform what you're thinking about when it, and stop speaking it into existence too. Like when we're like, I'm so tired, oh, I'm so tired, I'm drained, I'm exhausted. We believe it, we think it, we speak it, we feel it, we create it, we keep attracting it. So try to shift that, and but also know that it's okay to be tired. It's okay to feel drained sometimes, but we definitely will be activating ourselves to get out of that like low vibe place. And balance yourself out too. That yes, this is for your highest and best to feel balanced, and mastering your manifestation abilities. So we'll work on that too. Like it is our mission to heal ourselves and others. So I think that will help you, and it will literally be like 21 days of ways, yes, to heal ourselves. So the light codes are coming in for that. But know that you're not the only one, and it is just part of our mission to work on ourselves and to heal these contracts. There's a lot going on in our planet, in our earth, and we'll do like techniques to practice like protecting ourselves, elevating ourselves, breath work, all that stuff. But I'm definitely going to start doing those for the next 21 days, and I'll put them in the multiple places. I agree. It would literally set me back and would stop everything we've been doing. Yes. Yeah, Miami! Road trip! I'm studying nursing and I'm a bit burned out. Well, nursing is definitely one of those things, man, that I feel like all that information to learn would be a lot to take on. And then just even the concept of like when you actually start nursing and being around those people, I think it'll be really good for you to have like these techniques, because like you're going to run into a lot of people, and those people are probably going to pull on your heart and you pull on your empathy. So you're going to need to learn how to like release those emotions and practice something every day to help you to heal yourself so you can heal others and not be so like drained by it. It's like when I did the Reiki one, the person there was like, how do I stop, feeling like pulled on it myself from everybody? How do I have better boundaries? How do I say no to people? And I feel like when you're an empath, like genuinely, like for myself, I haven't really found the whole like way to just like completely cut it off. Like I'm an empath, I feel deeply, but I think honoring that part of me is a good part of it too. It's just be like, I am a sensitive person. You may not get it. You may not get it. You may never feel that or whatever. But that doesn't mean that I don't or that there's something wrong with me. It just means that I'm highly sensitive to this bullshit. A lot of us are that way because of what we went through as children and in other lives and all of that. So accept that. Yeah, make that judgment call to accept that about yourself and not look at it as like a negative thing. There's nothing wrong with being a sensitive person, but it's up to you to keep like working on healing yourself and not be so focused on outward stuff or, stressing yourself out more and more, Do what's for your highest and best. If you need a break, take a break. All of the stuff that you're trying to do will still be there when you're ready for it. I want to go to the East Coast, possibly Upper New York or New York for Broadway. In New York, yes please. I just was in Fort Myers, awesome sauce. She's going to M-I-A-M-I, going to Miami. So much UFO activity. Yeah, I heard that there's a lot of activity. I feel like the East Coast like has a lot. I just saw something the other day about there was like a dude flying his plane in Boston and he was like, I just saw something, and it was like really crazy stuff that he saw, and they had it all recorded, like him reporting like, yeah, no, this wasn't anything that we've like ever seen before. It wasn't like, this plane or this type of thing. It was definitely a UFO. Like it like did a complete turn and it was like boop 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 and it was orange and it did all this crazy shit. So they're out there. The gruel point for the world is Sarasota, Miami. It was a part of Atlantis. Yeah, I know that the Bimini Road is down there too. I feel like there's a lot. I've been called to go to Florida for a long time. Like I've been there. I like it there, but I keep getting pulled to go like just be there forever. Miami is my friend. Me is my friend in French. Awesome. Sarasota. I have my Reiki 1, but I was in such a chaotic place that I can't remember anything about it, so I need to join in how much. Oh, it's going to be a free 21-day thing. I'm just going to make like a little video every day for 21 days and post those. I'll probably do it on this channel and on Instagram and TikTok, so I'll try to keep them under 10 minutes every day. That way I can make sure that I post them onto those 3 places, because TikTok has the 10-minute length limit. I'd love the Reiki 21-day too. Muneki Healer's Right is great too. I feel like they merge fusion sometimes. Yes. Like somebody asked me like, oh, can you do like a new paradigm healing, or can you do like a Muneki healing? Or like when people ask me to just do like one thing, it's like I do all things, guys. Like I don't do just one type. And the energy's always different. Sometimes when I start the healing, I open the vortex, which is from like my new paradigm days. But other times I just like connect with a prayer, which is from my, Reiki training. And then other times I call to the directions, and that's like my Muneki thing. And then when I'm in the session, I utilize everything I've learned in all of those modalities. So, yeah, I definitely feel like they all merge together. And again, I'm not a believer in that you need to be activated from somebody else to be a healer. I was doing healing before I ever became a Reiki 1 or a new paradigm or a Muneki person. I just wanted to fine tune it and figure out like, what else can I do with this? Because I was already doing it and having people confirm to me that they felt it, and like, those confirmations were coming. Okay, I know I've been hogging the questions, but I have something really important going on, but I just don't know what to do and how can I do it. I've been having some too strange synchronicity with. That makes so much sense. Thanks, lovely. You're welcome. The Lord of the Rings, especially the city called Minas Morgul, and I'm absolutely sure the new nuclear power station is a portal, and I seem to be the only person who has been given this task. So my question is, am I right about Minas Morgul, and how do I approach it? Okay. So I got the Ten of Pentacles here, so I feel like you are on the right path with whatever this is that you're receiving. You may want to get creative. I feel like this could be something that's going to tie into what you're doing with like your travels and stuff. Like you're seeing things that other people aren't seeing. You're putting things together that other people aren't putting together. You're receiving information that you need to share with others, and don't worry about so much of like, what if everybody thinks I'm crazy? Just be confident in what you say and how you say it, and it's going to help you to be more confident. It's going to help you to feel more powerful. You're going to be that single, sexy, confident, important, energy that's going to bring balance to your life. So take action on this information and see creatively how you can tie it into what you're doing, and that's going to bring you a balance within things. But trust your intuition. Don't just dismiss it or distract yourself or think I'm crazy. You're not. The right people are going to resonate with what you're seeing and receiving, because you are receiving from divine, So move forward with it. Be open to the blessings and the synchronicity, and keep following that with the right people. Like, collaborate with the right people, and call out for the right people to show up, and just be mindful of what you're putting out and what you're believing about it and all of that, so that you can attract back the right type of energy in conjunction with it, so that you don't burden yourself, or because if we go out there and we're all anxious and nervous and we're like insecurely announcing these things, those burden us and hold us down. But if you're like, dude, I've got the Holy Grail, I know what I'm talking about, I'm going to dive right in without illusions, without distractions, without holding it back, you'll go much further, okay? And I feel like this is also going to help you with healing in general, to take a new leap and just express these types of ideas that are coming up. And don't worry about what other people think, but take your time to present it in a way that feels like you've got all your words together, you're confident about it, you know what you're talking about, and you'll have success with it, okay? But pay attention to the signs and stuff that you're seeing too, because this is going to bring you on a whole new journey of passion and excitement. Bridget, you're awesome. Thank you. I've been noticing little figments in my line of vision, like when you go out into the sun and then you stare at it and then you see spots like orbs or something. Am I getting stronger in my clear sense? So, most likely, yes. Like, sometimes I've noticed that too, depending on what's going on, and I feel like it may even be tied into, like, twin stuff. You may be, like, picking up on things that, like, he's seeing, they may not be clear yet, but I definitely feel like you are healing, you are raising your vibe, you are extending your vision. But that could be stuff that's connected to like his vision, and it's like it's going to get clear, it's going to get clear, it's going to get clear. And it is a new cycle for you. But make sure you're keeping boundaries so that you don't just be open to any old willy-nilly thing. Open and be allowing yourself to receive what's in your highest and best. So like if you go outside or you're doing anything, you're meditating every day, every morning, start your day off being like, I'm open to receiving what's in alignment for my highest and best. I'm clearing out anything or any cords of doubts or limitations. I'm protecting myself from anything outside of me or anything inside of me that's not serving me, so that I can enhance my vision and know what I'm receiving and be that highest vibration of the divine feminine. But yeah, it's you're balanced and rising, receiving that highest quotient of light at this time. Also, I had this feeling I was being watched, so that's odd, and there was no one there, but I saw something in the corner of my eye. Yeah, so with that can be like, you can be good or bad, not really bad, I don't know. It depends, because like I've had that happen too with like the shadow people. So just like depending on how you feel in the moment, like if you feel good about what you saw, if you're not so sure about what you saw, put those boundaries up. I think that's why I was getting like that cutting cords energy, because sometimes there can, I saw that it's safe to say no. Sometimes there can be like shadow beings and stuff, or that like that astral energy around us that we want to protect ourselves from. So the more attuned you get and the more higher vibration you get, the more gifted you become, the more aware you are, the higher your light is, the more it attracts to you, including dark things that are like, they want to fuck with you. So keep protecting yourself and putting up, statements of, I'm only allowing this into my space. And if you're open to receiving and seeing the good things, state that out there so that they can show up fully. You know, because sometimes I get a weird feeling about like just the shadow people or the corner stuff, like, because it's like they're not being very clear, they're not being very open, and that can sometimes mean like there's something hidden there or whatever. But it doesn't have to be bad. Just keep raising your vibe, and with that statement of I am divinely protected and I'm having boundaries in place. I'm not opening to just any old thing showing up, because then that's when we attract stuff we don't want that can pull our light down. I totally do have my holy grail in the arsenal. LOL. My mantra, confidence is key. Yes. I know that our podcast conversation will happen in divine time, but wonder, do you still have a Telegram channel? Because I couldn't see how I can comment. I made one so long ago, and then I never like used it. But no, I don't have one at this moment. That I don't even know how to access it, but I could probably get back into it. But I have been getting pushed to do like podcasts. If I do a podcast, it's probably going to be like once a month or something, because I'm still trying to figure out like what I'm doing with all the channels. You know what I mean? Like the Bridget Rao Tarot channel, I think I'm just going to do a tarot reading like once a month, like a pick a card once a month, just to keep that going, because it's at the point now where I don't have to do one every single day. Like if I just do a new pick a card once in a while, it revives all the other pick a cards. And then with the new channel, I'm putting a lot of time and effort into that. And I was thinking of like, you know, doing a few more lives on this channel. So I don't want to like overextend myself at this point or take on like too much stuff. But I do feel like, because people who are doing the podcast now are also doing them like on video too. So we'll definitely get one though. Yes, it felt like a masculine present. I was like, damn, some privacy, please. LOL. I feel like the person I'm connected to is good at remote viewing and has a strong clear of sight. Yep, only the good things. Yeah. Yeah, so it could even be his energy coming in too. But, you know, just make sure how you feel within that moment is like, if it doesn't feel good, get it out. But if it feels good, then you can invite it in. Melissa, sometimes that happens to me with little filaments, but often I find they are fairies or fae or earth sprites. Yeah, like I see them all the time in my videos. Ooh, Melissa, I joined on remote viewing class on YouTube the other day, and I was actually very good at it. Awesome sauce. Especially if I'm in a garden or nature. Yeah, they're always out there. Yes, Bridget, you do so much, and hats off to you. When it's meant to happen, it will. Yes, thank you. Yeah, so my head is starting to get hurting a little bit more. I'm gonna protect myself and raise my vibe and take a break. I feel like I need to eat. I'm getting like nauseous too. This light isn't helping. It's like starting to sweat, all of that. But I definitely will be doing more of these lives. I think I'm gonna do. I was thinking of doing like one live a month on here, like not a month. I'm gonna do the readings I do on in the first of the beginning of the month, the readings for the members, and then the live that I do for the full moon. But I was gonna add two more. So obviously this one went good. I'll probably do another one like this, and then another one where I'm doing readings for like the members. And there's gonna be another tier for that where it's like, if you want to come to all of the lives, you'll see. It'll be out there. I don't want to explain it all right now because my head is killing me. But I'm definitely going to be doing more lives here. And then when I get to 50 subscribers on the other channel, I'll be doing lives over there too. So people can ask specifically over there for like the business stuff. But thank you very much for being here. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you, everybody, for your questions. And I will be putting out the 21-day thing tomorrow. So I will see you guys for the full moon, too. And I'll make sure I get the 21 days posted across all the places. But thank you very much for being here. And, oh gosh, big, huge Bridget, hope it's not because I've been... Oh, no, it was... I already had a headache before I came on. I think it's this light and everything. It's just, you know, I did a lot today, and I need to rest. But I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. I will be back. In Renee, namaste.